Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the next exercise, that is 14.3, and it is based upon area of general quadrilaterals and the area of polygons. So this is a figure where a shape is having four sides. Then you have to find out the area of quadrilateral. If in that case a diagonal is given to you, and from the point of the vertex to that diagonal a distance is given, from this vertex to this diagonal, these two are known as h1 and h2, that is height 1 and height 2. Okay, if these things are given in the shape, diagonal is given and two heights are given to that diagonal from the vertex, then you have to apply a formula, that is area of general quadrilateral is half multiplied by d multiplied by h1 plus h2. Okay, now where d is the diagonal and h1 h2 are the height 1 and height 2. So if this kind of such kind of shape is there in the question, which is having four sides and diagonals, one diagonal and two heights are given, then you have to apply the general quadrilateral formula. Got it? Now in this exercise we'll discuss about area of polygons. Suppose this kind of shape is there in the question. So this shape is having how many sides? 1 2 3 4 5. 5 sides are there. Okay, so there is no direct formula regarding the area of pentagon, or we can say area of hexagon, area of heptagon, octagon, nonagon, decagon, 11gon, 12gon, up to so on. Okay, so in that case you have to find out how many other shapes are there in that figure. Okay, you have to split that figure into other particular shapes. Like in this shape I can take this triangle EDA, I can take out the area of this triangle EDA by applying the area of triangle, that is half multiplied by base into height, and then I can apply the area of quadrilateral in that, in this shape. Okay, here this is the diagonal. Okay, and from here to here I can take out the heights, whatever is given in the question. Then you can apply the area of polygons. Okay, so this is the area of polygon, which can be determined by splitting them into triangles and the special quadrilaterals. That can be quadrilateral, that can be parallelogram, that can be trapezium, that can be rhombus. It depends upon what are the things given in the shape. Okay, you know very well, if you are going to find out the area of trapezium, so in that figure a and b are the parallel sides, that should be given in that figure, and height which is required in the formula, that should be given in the figure. Okay, so from whatever the things or whatever the measurements are given in the figure, from there you can take the idea that how we can split the shape into that particular figure. Okay, now let's start with the exercise. This is the exercise 14.3. okay, today we are going to do question number 1 and 2. Okay, and then by tomorrow we'll discuss question number 3, 4 and 5th. 5 questions are there in total. And now let's start with the exercise 14.3, question number 1. This is the question number 1, A part. Okay, so you can see in the figure what is given. This shape is given, A part. So this is a shape of a quadrilateral in which a diagonal is given and height 1 and height 2 is given. So I have drawn the diagram. This is the height 1, this is the height 2, and this is the diagonal. So from here I can apply the area of quadrilateral in PQRS. So that is equal to half multiplied by d multiplied by h1 plus h2. D is equal to given, h1 h2 is given. Put all the values in the formula, and then 1 by 2 multiplied by 52 multiplied by 7 plus 11, add it. Okay, and then solve it, and the answer will come in the centimeter square, 468 centimeter square, because units was centimeter, so it will come in the centimeter square. So this is the part number A. Part number C, I have told in the class that part number C is absolutely same. This is part number C. It is absolutely same. See, in this diagonal is given and H1 and H2 is given. So you have to apply the formula of area of quadrilateral in this C part. Now let's start with part number B. This is a shape given you in the form of pentagon. So I will apply here in this area of triangle ABC, and then area of quadrilateral ACDE. Okay, because in this triangle I want base and height, and in this quadrilateral I want diagonal and H1 and H2, and everything is given in this shape. So let's start with the question. In this part number B, you have to split the figure into area of triangle ABC plus area of quadrilateral ACDE. Okay, now area of triangle ABC is half into base into height. Area of quadrilateral is half into D into H1 plus H2. Now put the values. In this triangle, base is this 10 centimeter and height is this 2 centimeter. So put here, and in this diagonal value is 10 centimeter, H1 H2 is 2.5 and 5. Put it and cancel it and take out the answer. That will come in 47.5 centimeter square. Okay, so this is the part number B. You have to split this shape into two parts. One is in the form of triangle, and second in the form of quadrilateral. Okay, got it? So this is part number B. Part number C is same, I have told right now. Now I'm going to start part number D. Now see, this is a figure given in the book. This is part number D. In this shape, you have to see that how many sides are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides are there. So this is a shape of hexagon. So I have to split the polygon into two parts. This is my first part, this is the second part. This is my first trapezium and this is the second trapezium. Because in this trapezium, A and B is given and height is given. Okay, and in this again A and B is given and height is given. All the values are given, so I'm going to split this shape into the two trapezium. Okay, I'm not going to split into quadrilateral because diagonal is not given. I've told in the class also, diagonal is not given. Okay, so because in the formula of quadrilateral I want diagonal also, half multiplied by D multiplied by H1 plus H2. So D is required. Now in the part number C, the part number D. Part number D is, this is the shape given in the book. Okay, so area of figure will be equal to area of trapezium 1 and area of trapezium 2. Two trapeziums are there. Okay, now this is the formula of area of trapezium we have done in the exercise 14.1. Half multiplied by A plus B into H plus half multiplied by A plus B into H. Okay, here A and B in the first trapezium, A and B are, this is A, this is B, and this is H. In the second trapezium, this is A, this is 12 centimeter B, and this is H. Okay, put the values. 2 will cancel with 4, and here 2 will cancel with 2. Here what is coming? 17 multiplied by 2, that is 34, and here 15 is left. 34 plus 15, 49 centimeter square. That is part number D. This is the answer. Okay, so in this way you can do all the parts of the first question. You have to see that you can directly apply the formula of quadrilateral, or you have to split the shape into two parts or three parts. That depend upon your assumption and your observation. Okay, now let's start with the second question. Second question is this: find the area of agriculture field having the shape and dimensions shown in the adjacent figure. This is the agriculture field. Okay, in this you have to find the area of the complete field. Let's start. Now you can see that in this, see, this is a figure. I'm going to split this shape again into two parts. This is my first part, DEFA, it's my first trapezium, and DABC is my second trapezium. Okay, now in the first trapezium, what I want this A and B. A is given, okay, sorry, A is not given. What is given here? This 60 is given, this half is, this is 30 given. So from here I am going to find out IH. First of all, I'm going to find out IH. IH will be 60 minus 30. Okay, 60 minus 30, IH will be equal to 30 centimeter. Okay, now I'm going to find out EF. What will be EF? EF will be, what will be EF? EF will be, this is 90, this is 90, and this is IH. So this is 90 plus 30, 90 plus 30, sorry 50, this is 50, this up to here is 50. So 50 plus 30, 50 plus 30, that is equal to 80. So this EF is equal to this this much IH and plus this 50. Okay, this is 50, from here to here is 50, and from here to here is 30. So what will be here? IG is equal to EF. So IG will be equal to IH plus HG. So IG will be 30 plus 50, that is 80. So that will be equal to EF. That will be equal to EF. Okay. So EF now it is my 80 centimeter. Only this I want in this trapezium. Okay. EF I want. This complete DA is given. DA is given as 230. 230. Why 230? Sorry, this complete DA, it is given also. Okay, and in this trapezium also you have to see that what is A, what is B, and what is H. Now trapezium 1, this is trapezium 2. You have to add these two trapezium by writing this formula, and here again this formula. I have taken out value of IH and EF. Okay, now let's start with this first trapezium. Half multiply by A plus B. A, my A is now 80, and B is this complete. Okay, B will be equal to, how much will be B? B is 150. 150 directly is not given. Okay, up to here this is 80, this is 40, 120, 120 plus 30 is 150. So that's why it is equal to 150. This much is 80, this is 40, so this is 120 from here to here, and this is 30, so complete will be 150. Okay, multiply by H. H is this height. Okay, that is 50. So this is your first diagonal. Up to here is your, sorry, first trapezium. Up to here is your first trapezium. Okay, now come to second trapezium. Half multiply by A plus B. Now A is 90 and B is complete, that is again 150. Okay, multiply by this height is given already 80. Fine. A and B, this is A and this is B in this trapezium. A is, this is 150, this is 90, and height is 80. So now cancel the terms. Here you will cancel 2 with 50, here you will cancel 2 with 80. Okay, so what is left here? 5750 here plus 9600. Add them, answer will be equal to 15350 meter square. Here all the units are in meter, so the answer will come in meter square. Okay, so this is the question number 2. So you have to see that you can split the terms into 2 triangles, into 2 trapezium, into 2 quadrilaterals, or 1 quadrilateral, 1 triangle, or means in whatever shape you can split the term. That depends upon your own observation. Okay, what is given, what is not given, so which formula you can apply. Okay, that only depend upon your own observation. So please do the questions very neatly, very carefully. I have given a hint of the second question in the class. Now I have explained the full question in the video. You can see to it again unless your doubt will not clear. Okay, and this is the part number C which I have given for the homework. So do first 2 questions very neatly, carefully in your fair notebook. Okay, these 3 questions we'll discuss in the next lecture. Bye bye, take care.